Okay, I'm back. And first things first here, starting just a little for fun hard mode run. I gotta clear up some historical inaccuracies from the last episode. Namely, that I said that Montezuma was like a mythological figure. I mean, at first I said he was a historical figure, and then I amended my sentence. Now I'm here to unamend it. Oh, that's really funny. That was the item I got in the last run on the first floor. And it kind of worked out for me last time, but I don't think it will this time. Not that that's really any better. To elaborate, though, Montezuma is, in fact, a historical figure. He was the last emperor of the Aztec Empire before it was officially conquered by Spain. So, just wanted to clear that up for anyone out there who was thinking I was an idiot. Which I am. I kind of am. Especially as somebody who considers myself to be like kind of a half-hearted history buff. That feels like something I should have known. In all fairness, what confused me is I thought that like Moctezuma was an emperor and it wasn't Montezuma. I was like, is Montezuma someone? No, Montezuma and Moctezuma are the same thing. I'm not actually entirely sure why this individual has two names, but that's kind of the reason for my confusion. But yeah, I did do a little bit of research just to kind of like try to, because it didn't sit right with me. It felt a little rotten. After that episode ended, I had several sleepless nights staying up wondering to myself, what is Montezuma? What is actually Montezuma? And it turns out there's also a video game called Montezuma's Revenge for the Nintendo Entertainment System, I believe. And also, it's also Deli Belly. It's also just a condition for when you got the shits. When you got the shits because you ate some bad curry. Which is a little bit of a redundant sentence. All curry is bad. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'll get another charge when I beat this boss, so. I'm just kidding. I actually do like curry. But, I only... it depends. I'm gonna be real with you. When I say I like Indian food, I like American Indian food, you know? And you know what else I'm not ashamed to admit? It's the same with Mexican food. I want American Mexican food. It's better, alright? I don't think... people say, like, oh, taco trucks, that's, like, authentic Mexican food. I don't know, it's not. That's, like, American Mexican food. And it's good, right? People think that, like, just because it looks a bit fancier than Taco Bell, that, like, oh, this is authentic No, it isn't. A Mexican Coke? Bro, that's American Goislop. That's all, that's pretty sweet. Cool, and I can re-roll the treasure room. So, anyways. Let's get off of Goislop and Moctezuma. Let's talk about car slop. Here's a good one. So I'm about to purchase a new car. I'm about to purchase Oh, that is very okay. Of all, like, that is actually the best time to pull Ipecac is on floor 1. That's perfect. In fact, you know what? This run might take a while now. Well, it's hard to say. The combat won't take as long. But now I'm gonna feel obligated to like go and look for all the secret rooms, like you can see I'm doing now, including the super secret rooms. This is. Oh no! Don't hit me! Don't. Okay. There we go. Hey, that is pretty sweet actually. And I can also get a key piece on floor 1. That's also pretty cool. This is shaping up to be quite the run, I gotta say. I'm pretty content. Anyways, let's talk about Kia. Kia Amante. That's the car I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy a 2006 Kia Amante, which is actually a pretty nice car. It has an incredible interior. It's kind of a little bit of a downgrade from my current car, though, which is a Kia Optima, really just in the sense of, like, responsiveness. And when I say responsiveness, it mainly just comes down to, like, the stick shift of it. Because I'm a stick shift driver. And when I first became a stick shift driver, I was reluctant to accept it, but now it is kind of the only. I hate to be one of those guys, but it's true. I feel like I saw a post on the internet like 10 years ago, and I remembered it ever since, because it's kind of just who I am. But it was like some woman who was saying like, oh, stick shift guys, they just love the car, so I give them such control. They're at one with their own car. They like to put the gear shift in their ass. And you know what? I mean, fair's fair. A stick shift car guy is a little bit like a horse girl. You know, it's kind of like the guy equivalent of being a horse girl is being a stick shift guy, right? Like a horse girl's, you know, they be secretly fucking those horses. And I'm here to divulge the secret. Us stick shift car guys, we do put the gear shift in our ass, and it does make us feel more aligned with our car, one with it, one entity. The stick shift entity. I don't know if there's any viewers though that actually drive an interesting car that they care about. I'd be interested to hear it, because I do have to wonder if, like, are people, like, I feel like there is kind of carflation going on right now. Like, my Optima is not in good condition, but I do know of a buyer who is, like, very eager to buy it. I mean, it, like, just looks pretty rough when you look at it. I mean, the thing is, this is totally a boomer joke, but I like to call the car a luxury car, and the luxury is that it's, like, beat to shit, and so it's like, oh, yeah, if I better take it in the shop and make it look better. That'll, like, no, it looks like shit forever, and I kind of like that about it, because it just, you know, when it just permanently looks like shit, I don't have to, like, have the ego pill of, like, oh, I gotta make my car look nice. This is how you become a meaningful person in society, is having a car that looks nice. I can kind of just cast that out of my mind. But, like, you know, but cracked windshield, a couple of, oh, dang. Couple of dents, got some rust on it. I mean, it's a shit box. It is the most shit box car that you've ever seen. And yet, I already know high schoolers that are, like, eager to pay $500 for this thing. And I that's just kind of the starter price. I was like, I don't know, I guess maybe see if someone will take it for like $500. And the answer is yes. Now I wonder if I should have driven a harder bargain. But I'm just like, dang, how bad is the car economy out there for 16-year-olds that they have to buy shit boxes, and no one knows how to drive fucking stick shift either, so you know he must be especially desperate if he's willing to pay $500 for a car that this guy doesn't even know how to drive yet, a car that he has to learn how to drive. Ooh, I don't know, does Champion's Belt even do anything right now? I mean, I do 45 damage, like, what's another one tick of damage gonna do? I think I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna blow that guy up, though. He kind of gave me the stank eye. We have, like, questions of the day at my work. They're really stupid. They're really bad. But today's question of the day, someone asked, what's a superpower that you wish you could have? And I answered, I explode things with my mind. And already I can tell that the soy boy, like, crybaby coworkers, you can explode with your mind. Because I can't just, like, say a funny answer. That's illegal. You can't. God forbid I actually say something funny. I don't think that's funny, because when you do, I think the superpower argument, it's over. I think society, like, yeah, I'm gonna reroll. I'm not feeling it. I'm down with that. And I'm gonna go for Angel Path. So not today, Satan. Goodbye. But I feel like society has, like, settled the superpower argument, right? And the correct answer is just freeze time. That's obviously the easy. If I don't care if you're fucking Superman or Goku or whatever, if you're up against someone that freezes time, I mean, you're done. So it's always just some combination of either freeze time or invisibility. Those are kind of the two superpowers that anybody would pick right now. And so I kind of just wanted to be interesting, and because everyone's just gonna say like a Marvel movie answer, and so when I was like reading, not that I really care a lot about you know, whether or not I put a lot of thought into question of the day. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give a Marvel movie answer. I want to explode things with my mind. Sure, maybe most of those things are people, but who knows? I'm going to just say things, right? You don't get to know. Oh, what, you're going to try to, like, moral me about it? Like, well, I hope you're responsible with that. You know what Uncle Ben said to Peter Parker, right? Shut up. Shut up, nerd. Get shot in a parking lot, dude. Or better yet, get exploded by my cranium. By my cranium lasers firing at you. That's the sound of your fucking skull. That's the sound of it. That's the sound it makes when I erupt it into flames. With my mind. Wouldn't that actually be kind of the coolest power, though? The more I thought about it, I was kind of like, well, I mean, even if time freezing is, like, obviously the most OP power, I mean, exploding things with your mind is probably the most fun one, right? See, but this goes back to, like, obviously the time freezing is the best power, though, because if you just froze time, I mean, you could just explode anything anyway. I could freeze time, right? Okay, let me think of something I want to explode. Let's say this computer. Let's say I wanted to explode this computer that I'm playing The Binding of Isaac on, because I re-rolled and got jump. How to jump manual. Shut up. Okay. So let's say I wanted to explode this computer. Well, I could freeze time right now, and maybe it would take me a long time, but I could walk down to, like, some military base and just, you know, pluck a grenade out of thin air. I assume that they, you know, they're plentiful down there. I assume grenades just kind of grow on trees down at your average military base, right? Take a grenade, you know, bring it back over, pull the pin, set it down, you know, move away a safe distance, come back, boom, boom. Computer exploded. You know, there's definitely a bit of a waiting game there. You have to exercise some patience, but I think even still, though, to go against, you know, being devil's advocate, back to just exploding minds superpower, there is just sort of a thrill. You know, it's kind of when people say, like, man, you really miss something when you switch from, like, having flip phones to iPhones, because it's just not as satisfying to hang up on people by, you know, clicking a button as it was to, like, close the phone to snap it shut. And that is kind of the same analogy here. Like, yes, with time freezing, you could explode anything you want, but to just do it on command, with your mind, that's kind of gotta be the most fun superpower, right? Anyways, I'm really proud of my answer, and you know, everyone's all, Roan picked a scary answer. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, oh yeah, I did kind of want to finish my car thought, though, because I do have to wonder, does anyone, like, even give a shit about their car anymore? Or, I assume that anyone who's watching this video is probably, like, 12 years old or younger. That's kind of my prime audience that I shoot for here. Oh, I actually kind of like Seven Sins. But, you know, sometimes you give the power of re-roll. Maybe that's actually a good superpower. Re-roll. Having an actual dice that could re-roll anything into something of its pool. I don't know, what kind of item pools exist in real life? If I was to re-roll this computer, what would it re-roll into? Like a microwave? Is a microwave in the same item pool as my PC? Can I finish a single fucking thought instead of going on a tangent? Because I've been trying to finish this fucking car thought for like 5 minutes now. I don't know, I guess I kind of did finish it. Do people actually like their cars anymore? Or is it just like the machine slop that you're stuck with because we all are poor, right? I don't imagine that there's any, like, really wealthy people watching this. If you're wealthy, I mean, yeah, you know, knock yourself out, get a nice car. I mean, I already explode shit, right? So I might as well get the thing that has a vague chance of exploding. There's way worse Angel Room items, so yeah. Sometimes you gotta learn to take the W. Because, yeah, I think I am lucky that this new car that I'm buying is one that I actually like, because... And it's part of why I'm deciding to buy it, because it's kind of a limited time offer that I'm getting here, and I'm like, dude, what are the odds that the next time... that when I actually really need to buy... I don't like that. The next time I actually really need to buy a car, that I'm going to be able to find one, first of all, that's as cheap as I'm being able to buy this on Monty for. And second of all, a car that I actually would enjoy driving, so... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead and put rocks in front of my face when I explode things with my mind. Guess what? They're getting exploded. Even if it does a little bit of splash damage on me. That is one thing about the exploding things with your mind power. I keep having to temper my wording here because I keep almost wanting to say exploding people with my mind power, and I have to, like, take a step back. I don't want to reveal my whole hand here, alright? I don't want to give too much away about what or whom I may be exploding, but I think it's fair to say that if you could explode things with your mind, that there might be a person or two in there. People are things, after all.
The world.
Oh, well, that is in fact a secret room. That is what we in the business like to refer to as a secretive sort of room. Oh, that is what we in the business like to refer to as a sort of crawl space. What is this, some kind of crawl space? A sort of space that one would crawl into? What is this, some kind of black market? Some kind of market in which I would purchase a black man for? I don't know what I would do with him. What am I gonna... Oh, purchase him so I can, what, explode him with my mind? I don't need to do that. I can explode him with my mind for free. I can just see him on the counter there for sale. I don't need to purchase him to explode. My mind explodes whatever it wants. Whatever displeases me. Why do they call it the black market? There's no black people for sale. That whole quote, that whole bit was me quoting Jerry Seinfeld, by the way. So if you thought there was anything problematic going on there, you know, just know. One of the other perks of exploding things with your mind is I don't have to pay a single penny to enter the arcade. I can just come into the arcade and just bada bing. I can explode my way in there. The movie theater? What's the 16-year-old high school girl who's gonna check my ticket to make sure I actually bought one? Yeah, guess what? Guess what, biatch? You're getting exploded. I'm gonna get my way into that theater. Actually, that's probably decent to do some damage that's not explosive. I can mind explode my way into any venue that I like. I actually do wonder if I should have paid that gentleman. I just can't. It's too much fun to explode people. Beggars, cheap little homeless beggars on the street. And what am I supposed to do? Not explode them with my mind? They're just they're just sitting there. What, someone's gonna miss them. Someone's gonna miss the homeless guy that you just exploded with your mind. That's immoral of you. Yeah, I think you're so high and mighty. Thanks for preaching down to me. You know what I'm gonna do also? I'm gonna explode with my mind this chest out of these spikes. Oh, I'm gonna also explode that key out for no particular reason. I just want it. I want it and I can do it. It's called explosion physics. This is one of the underrated things about the exploding people with your mind superpower. And you know what? I'm just going to call it like I see it. It's the exploding people with your mind power. People specifically now, alright? I'm not... my hand is revealed. I've already given away my arch nemesis. You know, the 16-year-old ticket taker at the movie theater. I don't even know what this does for Isaac, but it's 7 coins. More options? Does this just give me the thing that Tainted Isaac has? Oh. My finger put out fires. My finger can put out fires. It can do that in real life too, but you know, I kind of am. I'm a walking, or maybe sort of a. No, a walking. I'm sort of a. What would you call it? I'm kind of like a superpower machine right now, right? I have a finger that kind of just does my bidding, puts out fires, and I explode things with my mind. This is kind of like this run of The Binding of Isaac here is kind of shaping out to just be my dream identity right now. Anyways, what's things that I can't explode with my mind? Actually, you know what? I was gonna pivot away, but actually I did think of something that I would explode with my mind, and that's when people who call me a cinephile. Maybe that's harsh. Maybe they don't deserve to be exploded, but oh, a sticky nickel. If only I had explosives that would remove that. Oh, I do. Mind explosives. Anyways, because yeah, I'm something of a film guy per se, but I don't like it when people call me I don't like cinephile. That's just I probably need the health, to be honest. Cinephile, we've got to come up with a better word for that. Because it just, I don't have to say why. It sounds too much like pedophile, obviously. I don't need anything philic. I don't need any adjective that can be used to describe me having any, file in it or any kind of feelic. Cinephilic? See, no one uses the word cinephilic for good reason, but it doesn't transfer over. I don't like either of these. Also, I have both keys, right? So I should kill this angel first, actually. Is what I should be doing. I can re-roll 2 things at once. Okay, see, this is and I am pretty content with this run here. This is a pretty baller run for 17 minutes in to be like getting 2 angel room items. Oh, what? He didn't drop anything? Oh, I need filigree feather for that to happen. I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot about that. Anyways, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta kill a guy for the love of the game here. Yeah, I'll be taking that. Hell yeah. But yeah, I do feel like my last run, it wasn't bad, but I wasn't really getting some good hands by the end there, and this game is kind of making up for it here. I am a little humiliated that my last run, which was technically the first episode on this channel, did end in an L, but what can you do, man? What am I going to do? Stage it? Frame it? This is me. This is the genuine Roan that you're witnessing here. I'm Roan, and I explode people with my mind, and I'm proud of it. I explode people that accuse me of being a sort of a file type guy. I'm not a oh, that's pretty tough. I won't. Also, the soul heart economy in this run is absolutely booming. The soul heart economy, it's on fire. Oh, even more so. I didn't even see that evil heart. With I don't want Deadshot. I mean, I guess I could because I'm not really firing a whole lot anyway. I don't know. I think I could do that. How? Okay. Whatever. You know what this run really needs? Is the wafer. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, those I definitely need bombs. I definitely need explosives. See, I would also be like America's sweetheart if I could explode things with my mind. Oh, what, there's some Palestinian child giving us trouble. Put me in, coach. I'm on the case. I'm gonna end this war real fast. Give me all the medals for killing all of our enemies. I hope this doesn't get demonetized. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, demonetized. That's a joke. That's a little joke for the people that don't know. For the people who aren't in the know. For my legions of fans who are upset about my Montezumic. I think Montezuma is now Montezumian, perhaps? Oh, that sucks. Alright, just get me out of here. I also do need to reroll that item, so I can't get too far away here, but it also doesn't really matter. I mean, what is it going to do for me? What item am I going to get that's actually going to, like, change the trajectory of this run by this point? I mean, the thing, I am having good enough of a run that I should probably just, like, actually speed. I mean, boss rush is too late now, but I should probably, like, go for a hush now. I kind of owe it to this game to attempt a little bit of a harder boss. That soy milk is going to be a bad idea. Sometimes you got to do things for just the love of the game, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having enough fun as is. I'm having a good run. I'm having a nice night here. It is nighttime. It's 11:30 p.m. right now, and I don't work tomorrow. I'm pretty thrilled about not working tomorrow, and because of that, I think when I'm done recording this, I'm gonna have a little bit of a movie night. I'm gonna watch a little bit of a movie. I haven't decided what yet. I'm thinking probably like a Werner Herzog movie, because as of right now, there's a bunch of Werner Herzog movies on the Criterion Channel. Yeah, I'm something of a cinephile, one might say. So here's some of my cinephilic takes. But there's a bunch of Werner Herzog movies on the Criterion Channel, but they're also like leaving at the end of this month, so I'm kind of having like Herzog Palooza, and I'm not sure actually what the next one is that I need to be watching, but maybe like Fitzcarraldo. I've never seen that. I actually haven't seen a whole lot of Herzog movies before I started taking the Herzog plunge, but it's been a pretty good time. It has been a bit of a mixed bag. There are particularly 2 Herzog movies I saw, and I was like, damn, these are not my films. And I actually like slow movies, I would say too. I actually do enjoy a good slow burn movie. And I used to be the kind of guy who was like, you know what, if a movie doesn't have a plot, it's not really for me. I'm a plot guy. I really like a plot. You know, did I find the shop yet? Oh, you know what, I will take the health, actually. But I do also kind of want to go back and look for the shop. Also, why didn't I take the secret room to just get over here? Am I a fucking idiot? I lost 2 hearts on the stupid spike room, the spiky vortex room, when I have this another secret superpower that's called I can explode my way through walls and enter little, you know, secret systems. Secret rooms that I was never meant to enter. Like, for example, the broom closet in the movie theater, right? So when the 16-year-old ticket taker says, no, sir, you need to pay for a ticket to go and see this film, I could say, actually, I can do this thing called I explode my way into the broom closet, and there's actually a secret crawl space that leads up into this little metallic hallway. And if you crawl through that long enough and then just kind of listen for which movie theater is yours, you know, of course you have to actually wait for the movie to start. That is the one downside to this hack. But then when you know which one is yours, ooh, should I kill this man? Should I kill him with my mind, or should I give him money? He's kind of in the middle of some spikes, so I think I gotta kill him. Yeah, I don't even want to pick up his spoils. I just kind of want. I just killed him for the love of the game, you know. Did I get an angel room? I didn't get an angel room. That's actually quite unfortunate. I did get a crawl space though with another black market too. So. Well, I don't know. That does remain to be seen. I don't know if it is another black market. That is pretty cool. I mean, I do have the key now, so I might as well start, you know, maybe taking some deals here. I do have quite a bit of health. I'm not really impressed by any of these, though. Though, I can also re-roll. Might as well. Not really impressed by any of these, either. The PhD is kind of interesting. We're kind of far into the run now, and... I don't know. Am I really going to be picking up that many more pills? I probably need the help. To be honest, as much as I'm really feeling my oats right now, I have proved time and time again that I do suck major balls at this game, and so I do probably just need the health. Especially because, you know, exploding things with your mind, yeah. First of all, spikes, that's a dangerous game. Exploding things with your mind is also a dangerous game, especially when you're a little trigger happy like me. And you might want to like explode your computer, but whoops, I'm accidentally using my computer. That might cause some shrapnel to my face. That might cause a couple of, you know, particles from my monitor to hit my eyeball, per se, if one was feeling so inclined. Anyway, I would feel like I was on a better tangent before I started, you know, getting on the explode things with my mind train again. I just can't. Oh, fortune. All right, don't steal my money. Don't back me into a corner and then just make me pay to get out, right? You're just like that. You're just like that stupid bitch 16-year-old ticket taker at the theater. Okay, I actually do have a ticket taker's story though. This is real, right? And I didn't explode her with my mind, but. This was, okay, I was seeing the new 28 Years Later movie in theaters earlier this year. And I think I went and saw it on the day it came out. I saw it like in the afternoon or something like that. So there was kind of no one there. Like I had a free afternoon. This was like on a Thursday. And so it was actually in a pretty empty theater. It was like me and 2 other guys that looked exactly like me. And we all just sat like in the exact same seat, but just one row behind each other. It was pretty funny. I was kind of like with my people. I probably should have like invited those guys over to my place for like dinner or something. We'd have probably been homies. Yeah, I'll buy that blanket. I'll buy myself a little bit of a blankie. I'll reroll that. I'm not really feeling either of those two though. But yeah, but since it was like opening, they had like posters on hand for the movie, and they had like a couple of different posters, and I'm actually homies with one of the ticket takers there who was on the way in. He was saying, "Oh, hey, do you want a poster for the movie?" And I was gonna say, you know, yes, I did want a poster. Whether or not I actually hang it up or not, I was like, yeah, sure, I like free shit. What am I gonna do? Say no to some free shit? Especially a poster for a cool ass movie, because I did really like that movie. But I was like, I don't want the, you know, if I say yes to getting the poster now, then I just have to like, you know, sit next to it all movie. Like, just give me the poster on the way out. But then on the way out though, that guy, that ticket taker who was my homie, was gone. His shift ended or whatever. and now there's like, you know, some broad there. I don't think she was quite 16. She actually looked maybe closer to my age, which will remain private for now. I think I said so in the last episode. I'm kidding. I don't care. I'm 24. But she looked, you know, kind of young 20s-ish. And so I said, hey, you know, the last guy who was here, he said that I could take a movie poster. And did I kill all the invisible guys? I think I did. Open your mouth, bro. I said, hey, can I take a movie poster? And she was like, yeah, sure, of course. Which one do you want? And so I couldn't really like see them because they're just like in a big stack of like papers. It's you know, when you like buy a big packet of papers from like the store, like printer paper. That's how these were packaged. So I didn't know. So because of that, I just like kind of got a little bit closer to like lean in and look to see which poster I wanted. And as I leaned in closer, this woman like yells, not really yells, but exclaims. I'll say exclaims. She says, could you not be so close to me, please? Like in a public place, she said this. Like, I don't know, weird BPD foids, like, if you can't exist in society without, like, having a temper tantrum, then you need to be locked up in your bedroom doing, like, remote office jobs, if you really can't exist in the real world. Like, what, because I did a very rational thing to, like, lean in and look for a poster, I need to have a bunch of people looking at me like I'm, like, a sex offender now in public? Like, you really can't control whatever, like, I have claustrophobia and shut the fuck up. You made me look weird in front of everyone. Because I didn't even get that close. I was, like, probably 2 feet away from her. Like, at the closest. And that's at the closest. Because I don't like being close to people myself, to be quite frank. Right? I should have just said after that, like, because after I backed up, I was like, so I kind of wish I'd called her out on it for just being like, hey, could you not, like, overreact over me doing, like, absolutely nothing, you fucking weirdo? But I just said, sorry, and then backed away, and then after that, she lifted them up and, like, showed me from a distance, and she was like, which one do you want? And I kind of wish that this is kind of like a George Costanza thing here, me, like, reenacting the story with what I wish I would have done. But I wish I would have just said, oh, you know what, never mind, I don't want one. But I couldn't deny that I did still actually want one, and I was like, I'll take that one. But yeah, I mean, if anyone's listening to this and thinks that I am in the wrong in this story, let me know, but I gotta be honest, I don't care about whatever this bitch's weird, like, anxiety thing she has is. It's made up. It's not real. Oh, my boyfriend, my high school boyfriend was too touchy with me sometimes, and so it makes me feel weird in my tummy. I don't care. Don't work at a, like, regular public-facing job where you have to, like, stand close to someone, God forbid. You can tell I'm still kind of livid about this, like, months later. Just because my brain like malfunctioned. I didn't know how to react. I was like, what did I do? Because she did really overreact about it. But yeah, if you are listening to this and you do actually have a devil's advocacy for this woman, I would be interested to hear it because it is so odd to me. That's actually probably more so the reason that I am still telling this story even today, is that I just found it odd. I found another angel room. Do I care about which picture I'm taking? Probably just this one. Because, like, what am I gonna use? With the damage? Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with the damage, bro. I am gonna roll this, though. You know, I kind of want the Jesus juice. Yeah, put a little extra 1.33 damage on there. That'll show him. Also, I guess, are there any moviegoers in the audience? Do you guys like theaters? I used to love, I mean, I still do love I love the theatrical experience, I'll say that. In theory, what the theatrical experience is supposed to be, there's nothing like excuse me. But movie theaters themselves kind of suck, and this is kind of the first year in a very long time that I have not been going to the movie theaters, like, very actively. I would say probably since, like, 2017, probably more like 2018. I've gone to the theaters, like, pretty often, like, usually at least once a week, and this year, not quite. No, I did go to the theaters a good couple times in probably like January, February, but I went like once in March. I don't even know if I've gone once in April. Yeah, I don't think I've gone to the movie theaters once this whole damn month. And it's actually kind of nearing its end. It's like the 21st. It's right now, 22nd. But, and I'm kind of not missing it. The movie theaters kind of suck. All the weird voids that take your tickets like yell at you for getting close to them. So what? I smelled your hair a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's a completely normal thing to do. Have you ever heard of wolves? Right? This is how... Dude, 2 hearts of damage? That's what I get for making a joke. Hold on, I was kind of cooking there. Let me finish. Have you ever heard of wolves, bitch? This is how wolves make friends, right? Humans are social creatures. We're pack animals, right? It's one of the 6 senses that we have. Sorry, wait, let me retract that. You can tell I'm a cinephile, because I thought there were 6 senses. There's actually only 5, right? It's what we call a Freudian slip. But, one of our 5 senses is smell. It's an important part of identifying people. For example, you identify people by getting the heebie-jeebies when they get close to you, right? We would call that maybe, I don't know which scent that is. I don't know which weird bitch sense you have. But, for me, smell. This is how I determine, who's to be a suitable mate for me. So, sometimes I gotta take a little whiff. What do you want from me? Anyways, that was the bit that I really, wanted to bring the whole episode to a grinding halt for there, so I could say that one out loud. Wait, what, I was saying something, but, oh yeah, okay, about movie theaters. I mean, yeah, kind of rant complete. I did pretty much just say what I intended to say, which is like, yeah, I don't be going to the theater as much anymore. And it's kind of a mix of, like, theaters suck, and also, I'm just not as interested in, like, the movies that are coming out this year. It might also just be that 2026 is kind of a meh movie year. But I've also just kind of found more of a love for, like, the classics. I've always had a love for the classics as long as I've been interested in movies, but I feel like I've found the means of watching the classics more easily. And so when you have a Criterion Channel subscription, God, someone kill me now. I sound like such a fucking but when you have a Criterion Channel subscription, it is just so easy to watch, like, good old movies all the time that there kind of does just come a point where it's like, oh, wait, no, but I shouldn't be watching Herzog movies. I need to go into a movie theater and watch The Bride and get, exclaimed at by a 16-year-old. And then also get distracted partway through the movie because there's, like, a bro on his phone. Oh, shit. I got spiked. Yeah, not to turn this into too much of, like, a boomer-type rant, kids be on their phones and whatnot, but, I don't know, it is true. The movie theater does kind of suck now, and you know what, a part of that is also your fault. Yes, you, the viewer. Oh, I thought it was gonna change. That's what I get. That's what I get for insulting my audience. You know what this run could use? This run where I shoot explosives from my head could really use? Is some stationary explosives that I have a limited amount of that I place on the ground. That's what I'm really looking for. More bombs. Yeah. But yeah, I'm almost more sad about just kind of like the sentimentality of what that means, that I go to the theater less rather than just the actual act of going to the theater less itself. It's kind of feels like a changing of the time. Why did I make that transaction? Why was that transaction even available to me? A little bit of a key for a key? I mean, I guess if you just really like the thrill of picking up a key, if you really just like the thrill of touching a nice piece of metal. Anyways, I'm at full health. It's time to ditch this joint. Time to ditch this joint and its non sequitur transactions. They make me laugh. They make me laugh, and yet I make the transactions anyway. What can I say? Sort of an eternal jester. Hold on. I did have something else cooked up in the realm of movie theaters. I forgot what it was. This isn't what I had cooked up, but also popcorn. This is gonna get boomerang. But you know what really grinds my gears? Popcorn in the movie theaters. How come the place where you're like supposed to be quiet, like sells a snack that's like loud as shit? I mean, also a part of this is too that like even every adult right now has no idea how to eat popcorn. People think that just because it's like a crunchy food that like you're still allowed to eat it with your mouth open. You're fucking not. You're disgusting. Close your goddamn mouth when you're eating the popcorn. Right? Even a lot of people will take that first crunch. You know, they do a handful. They get a handful of popcorn, and their first crunch is kind of still like with the mouth half open. You know, they're kind of like gearing up to close their mouth for the remainder of their chewing. That still counts as chewing with your mouth open, you disgusting piece of shit. Close your fucking mouth. Also, picking up the handfuls of popcorn like a beast, right? I'm not saying you gotta eat one at a time, but like 3 at a time is plenty when you're eating popcorn. Because everyone says the same shit of like, I always eat all my popcorn before the previews are done. That's because you're eating handfuls of 20 fucking kernels at a time, dumbass. You're supposed to pace that shit. You're supposed to eat like 3 max at once. Yeah, if you ever just eat popcorn 1 at a time, even, it's a perfectly enjoyable experience. It's lovely, right? The popcorn's not going anywhere, bro. Also, the movie is, yeah, at least 90 minutes. You've got time. You have plenty of time. And most theaters give you free refills afterwards anyway of your popcorn. And even if they say they don't, what, like the 16-year-old faggot that works behind the counter isn't going to give you, you know, your popcorn? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just get it. Just ask them. If they say, like, oh, well, you need to be part of our membership, you are. It's okay. You are a member. What are they going to do? Check? They're not going to check. Their fucking homework is due in the morning, bro. They got bigger things on their mind. They're thinking about who they're going to ask to the prom. This is what, right? I was a high schooler once. I know what's going on. I never worked in a movie theater, right? Because I don't like to shit where I eat. I actually used to like movie theaters back then. And I was like, I don't want to taint it by working there, right? That was why I worked at a grocery store when I was in high school. I didn't get the PhD, which is probably a wise decision. Alright, it is actually time to get some health here. I will 100% be paying this mofo. I will pay him every single coin that I own just to even get a single heart back. See, this is why I said I need to get the health, because you can tell it. That's okay. I just have to not fuck it up and just actually pick up the moldy bread. Perfect. Perfection. This guy, however, will be killed. Oh, I killed the wrong. I actually wanted to keep that one around. Okay, first of all, give me a trinket that makes less bombs spawn. Actually, that's perfect timing. This gives me an item room next floor, does it? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it does. But yeah, I am getting a little. I got too cozy here, and I am actually about to completely ruin this golden run. This run that was handed to me on a silver platter. And I've been lollygagging around. I'm not even gonna fight Hush because I spent too long fucking around. But it's been a pretty good time though. I've aired a lot of grievances. I feel like I even still probably had another like 3 minutes in the chamber on that little popcorn bit. I'm just honestly not even a snack guy in the theater. I don't, you know. Okay, here's what. Oh man. Stop me before this becomes the movie theater episode. Yes, you. Yes, who is listening to a pre-recorded episode. You, stop me. You have the power. But, man, fuck that room. Damn it. I'm probably gonna go. Should I go into the dice? I only have 3 keys. I probably can't risk it. I'm really in no condition to be fighting Mom's heart right now, though. This is not the time. I'm having a rough go of it here. What I was gonna say though is the thing that's worse than popcorn in the theaters is like actual like meals. Theaters that actually just like bitch, it's not a fucking restaurant. Like go and eat food when the movie is done. Take your ugly girlfriend, your fat ugly girlfriend to a restaurant and get her a burger. Get that bitch a burger after the movie ends. It's gonna be more romantic that way anyway. I don't want to smell your fucking meal, right? Because it's not like a well insulated room, you know. Whatever you're eating, I'm getting a full whiff of that shit. Excuse me. All right. This is pretty lame of me, but I do need to go backtrack and find some hearts. I do not feel confident enough in my abilities to be able to win that right now. I found the secret room. There's probably no arcade, because there's like already a dice room and a chess room, so I kind of might be shit out of luck here. I might just have to like lie in my grave that I've dug for myself here and just fight Mom's heart. Just do it. Yeah. I don't really have any... Yeah, because if I go into other rooms, I'm just going to be taking more damage. I could also see if this pill is anything good. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I found both the secret rooms. You know what? I will enter the dice room. It's probably going to be a waste of 2 keys. What would that rune even do? Actually, wait, I have a skeleton key. Am I a fucking idiot? I can do whatever I want, bro. What does 5 pips do? I never use these rooms, so it's time to do a little cheating. What we in the business like to call cheating. Okay, so we're gonna pull up the cheat sheet here, and you know what? I am gonna put the cheat sheet on this monitor so you can see what I'm cooking up here. I assume OBS is recording this. Is it? Vortex mode? I don't know. Well, you know, all I'm seeing there is OBS, but I'm assuming it is. Anyways, 5 pips. Re-roll and restart the current floor. That actually kind of would be to my advantage. That actually, but I don't know. Would it really? Could give me an arcade. I think it is kind of just time for me to like lie. Oh my god, I did not just fucking do that, bro. I did fuck, bro. I have better odds. I'm not gonna be able to fight Mom's Heart without taking 1 hit. Let's do it. This is better odds. I have better chances here, but not by much. Oh, I thought I got Curse of the Darkness for a second there. Okay, one of these has got to be a full health, right? Even if one of them's a bad trip. I'm taking all these pills, dude. It's time to pop a perky. Go retarded. We're desperate times here. Desperate times call for popping pills. Damn. Okay. It's not looking good for me. My death is imminent. I don't have time to give a boomer rant about what the young riffraff are up to in the movie theaters now. I gotta lock in. Okay, you know what? As long as I don't get enemies that shoot projectiles at me right now, I'm pretty okay. It's these projectile firing mofos that are... Ooh, creep is also not... Oh, that's my creep, actually. What am I supposed to do? Tell the difference between my piss and a stranger's piss? I don't know. It's all piss, brother. Well, ain't you ever seen piss before? This room will kill me. There's 0 chance, bro. My bullets explode in my... Oh, I wonder what that is. Well, now I actually do wonder what it is. That sucks. Okay, wasn't there a battery somewhere, or did I make that up? No, there is a battery. I see it. It's right down here. Sure, I'll re-roll that. Watch it give me something really fucking stupid like Cursed Eye. If it gives me Cursed Eye, then, you know, then... Sure, whatever. Little freezer baby. There's probably a dark joke that I can make there. You guys F with dead baby jokes? Everybody at some point in their life has to have a dead baby joke phase. That's kind of a rite of passage. You know, I appreciate that this game thought of me by leaving me half a heart here, but I gotta tell you, it really does not make a difference. Everything does a whole heart of damage on this floor, bro. Also, I can't cross spikes, so I am just gonna have to blow this up. Alright. It's getting... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Even I found a way to throw away that golden, beautiful run. What are we at time-wise here? How would I do on time? That's a sizable episode. There was a lot of lollygagging there. It's really, I mean, really, that's just what I get for lollygagging. I kind of had a fun idea though. Maybe we do like a little bit of a frame.wtf to end these out. That could be kind of fun. Let's see what we got today. Is this some shit that I recognize? I don't think so. Oh, yes it is. That's a fucking Hobbit movie, bro. Is that that is not the Desolation of Smaug. That's the Battle of Five Armies. Mofo. The Hobbit. The Battle of the Five Armies. Yep. Yuppers. Dude, you guys suck. You guys thought that was Desolation of Smaug? The fucking village is on fire here, bro. The village doesn't catch on fire until the end of the second movie. And at the end of the second movie, it's nighttime when it's on fire. And then right here, it's daytime, which means that the passage of time had to have curved. You just have to use deductive reasoning, and you can figure out that it's a battle of 5 armies. Obviously, it's not the Two Towers, okay? This is CGI slop. The Two Towers was filmed in beautiful, sunny New Zealand. Okay, anyways, that's... Well, let's see what the other frames are. Yep, I would have... Actually, if I saw this frame, I would have probably thought Desolation of Smog, so... Actually, quite fortuitous that they showed me this frame first. I would have known that it's battle... Actually, I might have thought that this was also Desolation of Smog, so it is actually extra fortuitous. That is obviously Battle of 5 Armies. That's a little less obvious, but I would have known it. And yeah, that kind of could have been any of the Hobbit movies, to be frank, but... I would have known. Whoops. I'm not going to do this one, though. Mostly because I don't know what it is right now. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll see you.